Hi y'all, I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome in. If you're new to my channel, I'm Lindsay. My channel is all about self and spiritual development, manifestation, and a little bit about entrepreneurship as well. And I'm really excited for today's video. I just wanted to make a quick one about all of the quantum healing techniques that I have done in the past that I still experience the benefits of truly on a daily basis, or anytime I get a little bit wobbly, it absolutely kind of always stops me from going too far and picks me back up, and my low moments really don't last as long thanks to some of those healing techniques that I have practiced in the past, as well as some of the ones that I still do today and as needed. And truthfully, I'm really always healing just because the benefits are just unmatched. I never want to be done, because every time I really continue to be open to my healing and see opportunities to heal when things come up, I always go up in frequency, always unlocks more of my power and my magic. It makes me a more powerful manifester. It connects me to the infinite possibility and just everything that we want and desire, right? So I also want to start by saying that I have a lot of experience when it comes to therapy. Everything from traditional therapy to, again, quantum healing techniques with different experts, and even just trying different trends out there as well. There really isn't much left that I haven't tried yet in terms of the therapy department. So I'm really passionate about it again. And I am going to go ahead and start with some of the ones that I have done in the past, and, maybe the ones that are a little bit more out there, and then just kind of cruise into some of the techniques that I still do to maintain or lean on when it is needed, when things come up. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so in the past, and it's been a while now, but really when I was, I think, really determined to heal from a lot of my trauma, I could just tell that my spirit was crying out, my power was crying out. It was just buried under a lot of pain, and traditional therapy just wasn't quite doing it for me. And I have to tell you, ever since I did the more like spiritual healing with professionals, I did go back to traditional therapy a couple of times, and it just did not give me the same results. It didn't stick the same, and I think why I felt inspired to make this video. So one therapist in particular that I used to work with, she was an expert. She had all the, educational backing and all of that too, which is, great to keep in mind if you are thinking about going down this road, but you're a little bit skeptical. There are plenty of professionals out there that do both. If you're familiar with Dolores Cannon at all, she was one of them. And so this was kind of the route I took, and I went ahead and dove into some of the hypnotherapy and regression therapy. And again, I got the results that I always needed. I cleared, I integrated the lesson, and it just completely lightened me up. I haven't really ever gone back to those dark places or been controlled by those fears or those memories or those traumas anymore, which I can't really say that has been something that I have gotten out of traditional therapy. So, and the other thing is too, y'all, is that our brain protects us from so much, and things that we don't even know. I mean, we go through really so much programming and conditioning from about 0 to 7, and that really determines your belief systems, which is everything that plays into every part of your life, which is crazy if you think about it. And I think why regression and hypnotherapy is so powerful, because it can heal those things that your mind has been protecting you from at those young ages that we just can't remember anymore, or even if we do, sometimes we just really can't fathom going back there, right? And doing it in a spiritual setting, I don't know, for me, I felt so much more hugged and loved and supported in that process than I did with some of the coldness that I've experienced with traditional therapy. So, for example, one of the experiences that I cured in regression therapy was the trauma that I experienced being born. I almost died when I was born, and I don't know if y'all know this, but when we're born, that's the first trauma that we ever experience, because it's immediate separation, or the illusion of, anyways. And so really just the process of being born is a trauma in and of itself. And if you can relate to that almost dying when you're being born, then that can really stick with you. It really is damaging to your emotional and mental body, and why regression therapy was so life-changing for me. So my therapist at the time, and again, this was with a really amazing professional, and I'll just insert really quick, if you are interested in this at all, y'all, again, just do your research. And even if it means that you gotta cut back on how much you go out to eat or whatever, so that you can even just do a few sessions of this, you will not be sorry. I mean, really, you experience the benefits of it for the rest of your life. And again, that's just not something I have experienced with traditional therapy. It was just able to heal things that couldn't be healed through traditional therapy. And again, you just go back to that moment, and it's regress just so you can go there, heal it, become aware of it, take the fear and the power out of it and give it back to yourself. You integrate it, and then it's truly cleared. Like, that's it. It doesn't, not for me anyways, it doesn't creep back up anymore. And again, just dealing with the fear of that, it has taken fear out of so many other areas of my life. But so anyways, my therapist, she regressed me back to that point, and I really felt it, y'all. I experienced what I went through, having gone through that experience. And the other thing I experienced was the feelings that my mom was going through, and her fear and her trauma of it that we also hold on to as well. And so going back to that and being held in this spiritual setting with love, I knew like my guides and my angels were all around me and helping me to clear and integrate this. That's exactly what happened. I came out of it, and I was on a different frequency just from that one regression therapy session. So I did do that for a while. It's something I really advocate for if you are curious. And I even stuck with it for about 6 months, even after the quantum, healing techniques and sessions and the hypnotherapy and the regression therapy, because what it did, going through that was really open me up to my gifts. And so I wanted to stick with it and stick with her, because then we started working on, my psychic abilities together. It was really amazing. We would do these different exercises where she would write down a word, and of all the words in the whole English language, I would quiet my mind and I would have to guess what word she wrote down. And y'all, I'm not kidding, I got it right. And I really think it was because of all the clearing that I did. Finally, I was like feeding my spirit, and my power and my magic came alive. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I had no idea I could do these things, And so that's why also I'm just such an advocate for healing, and even going down the quantum healing route if you're interested at all. So I just wanted to share that. But if that is not your thing, there's certainly some other things that I still use to this day to maintain, that I lean on, that I just always go straight to when I feel something come up or I get triggered in a way and I see it as an opportunity to heal. So again, I can just keep tapping into more of my magic and even making these videos and giving back too. So let's go ahead and talk about some of those things. So another one that really helps me is rewriting. So I will write letters to my inner child, and I will do rewriting. I will write out the memory, I'll read it to myself, I'll let myself experience it again so that it can be integrated. But I also write it from the perspective of my higher self and my angels and my guides going in there and doing for me what I didn't have others around me that I needed to do for me. And that has been extremely healing and a great way to heal on a quantum level, because all we have is the present. Everything is happening all at once, and when you can rewrite those memories, it is extremely powerful. So that's one way. And another way that I practice quantum healing on my own is both through meditation and my dream state. Now, if you don't dream a lot, let me start with meditation first. So again, it's very similar to the rewriting. Sorry, that is hard to say. But what I do is I go into a deep meditation. I really quiet my mind. I take several deep breaths. I drop into my heart space and I call in again my higher self, my guides, and my angels. And y'all, they are always ready to do the healing with you. And again, for me, it just feels so much better. I mean, they know you better than you know yourself, and they are always ready to be called in to help. It's just that we have to ask, and we have to get comfortable with asking for the help as well. But again, we have free will, so it does require you asking. But so I go into that meditation, I call them in, and I ask them to take me, where I need to go, into whatever memory, even if it's something that I'm like, gosh, I don't even know why I feel, angry or sad or anxious right now. Can you take me where I need to go in order to integrate this and clear it? And they will. It'll be the same thing, similar to the rewriting, except for, that they really are in the driver's seat, which again, I really love and is really helpful to me, because they know you better than you know yourself. I mean, y'all, we all have our own angels and guides, and they are with us from the moment that we take our first breath. Sorry, they're gonna make me cry. Until we take our last breath. And so it's just really like a delicious state to be in, as Abraham Hicks would say, to be on the path of least resistance, and literally just let them be in the driver's seat for you. They want to, literally, you're so adored. They're so madly in love with you. It's not even funny. And again, you'll just go into that memory, you'll clear it, but it'll be rewritten from the perspective of your higher self, your angels, your guides going in and rescuing you and doing for you what you didn't have others do for you. And it is unbelievably healing. You come out feeling so much safer, and again, just on a new frequency. That's really been my experience. So let's see, I think that was pretty much the last one. Oh yeah, as far as dreams go too, you can ask them to do this in your dream state, and you can set the intention to remember your dreams, and you can even ask to interpret them correctly. I always do that too, but when it's more for healing, you basically just want to ask them to come into your dream state and to work on you, and to go into those places where there's still fear, shame, guilt, doubt, anger, any kind of resistance, any blockages, anything like that. I find that super helpful. You know, there's times where, you know, I have the gift of dreaming really strongly, and so I really lean on that. And so I ask to get work done every single night. And, you know, sleep is so healing anyways, too, even just by itself. And so when you do them both combined, I find that the mornings just most of the time feel a lot lighter for me, and I really even look forward to them because of that lightness and that peace that I feel upon waking up, followed by my winning formula for the morning, my routine. And if you're interested in that video is pretty recent from this one too, just like a couple over, I think, if you're interested. But yeah, so, and if all this again sounds a little bit out there for you, don't worry. Like, it's totally like a good thing and encouraged to ask questions, right? Like, that's a good thing. We're here to do that, to be curious. And, you know, if you are still a little skeptical, I know you probably at least believe in the placebo effect, right? Like, I don't believe I know of anyone who isn't at least to that point, like, mentally, right? Like, we get the placebo effect, and it's really like our belief that like charges these things, right? I mean, of course, I have experienced like the real results of quantum healing and energy healing and all of that, but that is for my skeptics out there. So I just thought that was worth mentioning as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got for you. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comments. And if there's any like quantum healing techniques that you want to share in the in the comment section, I would love to hear that as well. And if my energy resonates with yours, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for building this beautiful community with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.